Good morning, guys. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Sherry. It is Monday, February 10th. It's been a long weekend. I have had a major sinus infection that I'm still not even halfway over. And I'm behind on pretty much everything because this one was like, Shinobi, you're not going to just be able to power through it. And it's not being kind to your friend, you guys. It's not being kind. If you have if you've ever had a sinus affection or have chronic sinusitis, then you know where I'm at. Uh, I let it go on too long before I went to see a doctor, and then when they give you medication, it's more like antibiotics, and which is good because it helps that kills any bacterial infection. Most of the time, sinus infections are not even bacterial; they're more like a cold, and you don't need antibiotics. So I generally don't go when I know I have one because I have chronic sinusitis, meaning that I have it more than 4 times a year, sometimes once a month, and when I'm really lucky, twice a month. Um, but this time I thought I was able to shake it, and I couldn't, and I am not having the best time. But I don't sound super jazzy anymore. You can hear that I have a little bit of a rasp in my voice, but not how I was. So and I got some color back on my cheeks because if you seen me 2 days ago, you would have been like, "What the Hades, Nova? You need to go to the doctor." I had no pink in my cheeks whatsoever. Good morning. Um, so today is February 10th, and today is the big day for so many things. So if you're going to the summit at So Whatever Studios, there, if you go into the So Whatever Studios and you look at the counter and you hit preview, you should be able to see all the classes that are available for the sewing summit, which there's a lot, and there's a lot of different teachers, so you can get your fill of it, and you can get the prices in your head right now, so that way you know what to put in your cart and you're not like surprised later. So I always do that. Like I think it's like whenever I went to any kind of sewing expo, I would put like what classes I wanted in there so that way I knew exactly what was coming out of my bank. I don't know if anyone's like me. I like know what's in my bank down to the dollar. I look at my bank accounts first thing in the morning. I don't know. I had someone do fraud on my account when I was 19, and ever since then I'm worried about it. So I know every penny that's in my account. Um, and my class goes on sale. So my class is going to be in May. It's like the Memorial Day weekend. So we did not plan it that way. It just happened to be that weekend. So it's pretty cool because you get to, if you fly back on Monday, you have like that day off from work no matter what. So it's rest and recuperation. So my class, I'm going to be doing like a double feature. I'm going to be showing you how to make the tiny kata, which I think personally is I thought it was a bag of 2024, but I think it's a bag of 2025. For my first convention for AwesomeCon, I've already made like 20 of them. They're easy to crank out and you can make them into so many different things. Like I said, you can make them into a sling, a little backpack. You can make them into a Lego kit. You can make them into an emergency kit. And I have some friends that usually work like off-duty EMTs that just when you have a convention this big, they sometimes hire off-duty EMTs to make sure if someone's choking or something happens that they can get of some kind of form of first responder before they call it because when you're in these conventions, you're in the basement. So in DC, it's really interesting. If you've ever been to DC, the convention center is like this. On the first level, you're there. You're like on the main level. You have to go down 2 flights to get to the basement. So if a if a responder is called because someone is choking or someone fainted or someone's having a heart attack, it's a lot of stairs to get to and there's not a lot of elevators. So hiring like first responders or people that are certified in like CPR or whatever, administering EpiPens or whatever is crucial for these conventions that have 50,000 people are in there. It's just safety because something's bound to happen. There's someone that cuts their finger or whatever. So, I have a couple of friends that I've been in these conventions long enough that I'll make them like cute little bags, and the you can make these in the cutest little emergency bags. Like you make them all brown or and with a red symbol on it, and they know to put all their band-aids and everything inside this little bag, and they wear it like a fanny pack, and they're off duty, so it doesn't have to be like government official, but they appreciate it, and it's something stylish, and you can make it a little bit more cool. Like I made one that was a Hello Kitty one, which is super adorable, but kind of inappropriate. But they wanted it. So, um, and then there's like my daughter, she plays Dungeons and Dragons, and like they all have like their like pieces that they have, their dice and everything. So I make them bags, and my daughter, she likes to sketch out her character, and she's now trying to make a clay mold of it. So it's nice to have them all in this one bag. The thing about the kata is that I think if you go to any convention, any kind of bazaar, any kind of anything craft show, you could just pump these babies out, and then I think I think you might get some orders because when one person seen one, I had Remix order 40 from me. And because they don't take a lot of material, the overhead cost doesn't cost a lot. So that's one of the reasons why I picked it for the So Whatever, so I can help you like with the curves, and we could talk about alternate binding, whether it is waterproof canvas, cotton, and I'm dabbling a little bit with um I'm still not 100% on with elastic, but I am dabbling with it so that way I could be a little bit more proficient on it when I see you. And with that being said, because I think it's such a quality bag that you can even pump them out for your family and friends. Me and Lauren talked about it, and we are providing and giving whoever is in this class with us, you're going to get templates for the tiny kata. And I think that is a game changer on its own. I think if you never had templates before, you're about to have your world rock, and you can understand why so many people want templates. Once you have them, the world's your oyster. You get to fussy cut better. You have no accidentally nick it into the paper. It makes your life a whole lot easier. And then my second class will be the Mini E. I love the Erica Bowler bag. And if you see me in Rosa, you know I love the Erica Bowler bag. I have made so many I lost count of it. It's one of my highest selling bags. It's the most one that's asked for. So when Alexis created the Mini E, I was like, "You're doing this for me," even though it's not for me, but I felt like it, you know. You have to be a little bit of a narcissist, and I said it was for me. I know it's not for me, but it's for me. And I love how that bag comes together. Now, I have had a lot of people reach out to me, and they said that they love my video, but they still have a hard time with the inner line gusset, and they wish that there was some hands-on classes on that. And that's how I talked to me and Lauren. We're talking about the Mini E. To me, is truly a class that you need to take in person, because once you take it in person, you're gonna be like, "That's it?" And it just comes together beautifully. So for my classes, you're gonna get 2. You're gonna get, my hands don't look appropriate like this. I'm sorry. Good morning, Arnetta. Hey, Wendy. So you're gonna get in my class for So Whatever weekend, you're gonna get to taught the mini kata and the mini E. So for the kata, you're not gonna have to cut out anything because we're gonna show you how you're gonna utilize your um templates and everything. For the mini E, you're gonna be in a private Facebook group with me, myself, and Lauren, and the designer, Alexis. Alexis is gonna come into the group and give you some cool little tidbits and insights about it, and I think that is such a cool perspective to be able to talk to the designer. I feel privileged because I test for a lot of people, so I get to form relationships with the designer, so I get to see what's inside their brains, but I feel like a lot of people don't. They get to see the finished process and not why people do what they do. So you guys, whoever comes into my class with this, before they even hit in my class, they're gonna be able to go and ask, "Hey, Alexis, why did you do it this way? Can I do it with this?" And you're gonna get some understanding why how she does things. Like when I told you guys one of the mini E, I was like, yeah, dude, do not do water resistant canvas or waterproof canvas because I'm giving you the knowledge that I've seen other people do in the testing group, as well as what has been transpired to me from Alexis. So that's why. And I'm I'm really excited that Alexis is generous and kind enough, and she's just a really cool person. Like seriously, if you have a chance to meet her at any event, run to her. She is like hilariously funny. and she's nothing she's classy, but she's sassy. There's just something about her you just would love. I feel like she's like she's not like I don't know. I from her bags, if I didn't know who she was, I'll be like, "Oh, she's bad and bougie. She's not gonna wanna talk to me." That's for she's bougie, and she's a baddie, but she's very open-minded and just like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's funny. So in that, we're gonna have a class, we're gonna cut out our mini E's before we come here, and you can shop the hardware kit at, at Lauren's studio, and then we're gonna make that together. But the tiny kata, we're gonna just do it together, cut everything out in class because Lauren has individual cutting stations, and we're gonna be able to work it out so that way you can get hands-on experience on how you cut templates, what kind of gadgets works with templates, because everybody cuts templates interesting. I see some people like do the four prong thing, but I can help you out if you're a lefty because I cut with my left hand more than I do with my right hand. I'm ambidextrous, if you guys don't know. I can show you different suction tools that you could put down if you don't want to use the to do the tool or anything. What would you like to say? I feel like please don't be trolling. Yes, honestly, seriously, if whoever gets in my class and guys get to meet Alexis, just ask her. She has a lot of testers. Let's say, for giggles, let's say she has 50 or 60, right? Normally when she has testing, 30 to 40 say, "Yes, we can do it," depending on vacation, kids being sick, whatever. When the tiny kata came out, I think she had an overwhelming response. Like, I think everybody in the group was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this." And then I don't think she understood what she made. We all were addicted. I don't think anyone in the group made less than 3 or 4. So there was too many. So she had to do for the first time is make collages of everybody's stuff versus having individual shots because there was too many. And I was like, that's a good thing for a designer to have because that means that pattern is going to be a hit. And that's what I'm saying. This class to me is epic because not only are you getting templates, but you could bounce ideas off of me. I've sold so many. After I sold my like 50th kata, I just stopped. After 50, I just don't count anymore because then it's just like, what's the point? Like, there's something about the Catalina, the kata, the mini E, and and the Erica Bowler bag that just sells out for me. They have really cool vintage shapes, but yet then something like a modern twist, and people really do gravitate to them. And now because there's many versions of them, you can do a lot of mommy and me or like, oh, this is your day bag, this is your vacation bag. Like you can sell it in so many different ways and you have endless possibilities, and if you hang around me long enough, you know I'll throw out ideas like nobody's business. My brain's forever going, that's why they have to give me medicine to go to sleep at night. Good morning. So, yeah, my class goes on sale on that day, and then if for anyone that's coming down earlier and you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna be buying my plane tickets," I am gonna be there a day earlier for a couple of fun facts. If Julie's in here, she could tell you, and Diane. We went to the fabric store that Lauren tells us about, especially if you watch her earlier lives. So first we're in the cotton section, right? I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. They got everything tulip pink and all. And it's honestly when I see other fabric stores have tulip pink, I'm not gonna lie, I secretly shade them because for some odd reason in my area I can't get it. I have to order from Fat Quarter Shop or somewhere else. So I always secretly hate on them. It's not that the shop is bad; is that I'm jealous. It's a me problem, not them. So we're looking around. Then they have this other part of the store that has like this double door frame. Holy, they had all kinds of vinyl, embroidered lace, and everything. My dumb butt only brought a carry-on, and I'm like, "How can I fit this into my thing?" And again, I didn't think again because I was like, "What if I bought something, I could have paid Lauren the shipping and just shipped it to myself." But no, did Shanova think of that? No, because I was so busy, like, "I'm gonna be teaching." Yeah, that's all. I'm still stuck on this to this day. They had this beautiful white lace that had embroidered three-dimensional bumblebees, and I'm praying that when I go back there that that lace is still there because 'cause it's been a year and I'm still, like, thirsty for this lace. And, you know, you're like, "Hey, Shanoa, you should have called them." But how what am I gonna say? It's embroidered lace with three-dimensional bumblebees? Like, it just does I don't know. And then it's gonna be, like, really weird, I'm awkward on the phone, so and then I get easily embarrassed, so I don't Yeah, I got to have Julie knows that bee fabric, that's all I was looking at. And now and then right then, Bridgerton came out with their first part, and I was like, "Why didn't I not get this?" Because you know it's all about the bee. You know it's all about the I was like, "Damn it, Genova." And, like, if I gravitate to something, it's for a reason. I may not use it for today, tomorrow, next year, but it's going to happen. So, but that store had really beautiful vinyls for really inexpensive, and they were also in the clearance section. So if you do go, bring either make room in your, carry-on or your personal item, do something because there is a fabric store, and then on top of it, you get to shop Lawrence. Now, it's one thing to be there online just clicking through. It's another thing to be there and see everything right at your fingertips. It's like Toys R Us for us. It's like, holy So either bring a check-in that's empty or just have all your personal clothes in a duffel bag that you can stick underneath as a personal item, right? And just have an empty check-in, like an empty carry-on. Like I'm giving you ideas because it would be wrong for me to be like, "Yeah, just have your personal check-in." And then you're like me, and then you're like, "What do I do?" You're gonna have to mail yourself stuff. Like, it's hard. It's hard. Like, and she has, like, everything there. There's, like, nothing that you want. Everything that you like, everything, tags, rulers, and just fabric on fabric on fabric, and then she gave us, like, sneak peeks to future fabrics, and we were just like, "Oh my god." It was like overload. It's literally how I used to feel like when Toys R Us was around, and it was Black Friday, and they released all the toys that were gonna be for the holidays. It's like overload. You don't know what to feel, happy, sad, or whatever, so you don't know whether you're gonna cry or jump for joy. That is the feeling that I have at Lauren's. And here's the thing, you may be like, "I don't know if I want that." Yes, you do. How often do you get those feelings that you had as a kid? So, it's a pretty great feeling. Yeah, she goes, "Okay, Julie have her RV." I'll be like, "I'm just shoving all this stuff into Julie's RV." I'm like so I'm gonna be there earlier, a day earlier, so I can just chill because they had really nice restaurants all around the thing, and everybody was super cool. We all just would, like, go eat dinner, lunch, whatever, together, and it was just really good times. I had so much fun. It flew by too fast because I was having so much fun. I had so much fun that, like, I you guys already know that I have to take medication at night to go to sleep because my brain is always in motion. I didn't have to take any nighttime medicine at all because I was having so much fun and being around like-minded people that likes to sew that when I got to my hotel room, it was just like TKO. Like, it was fun, and the hotel rooms were really nice, minus the TV saying, "Hello, welcome, Shinova." I don't know, I have this thing with, like, devices saying my name. I have the whole Terminator 2 prophecy thing going on, so that's just a me thing. So, but it was a really fun time, and they had a lot of nice restaurants around. So, even with that being said, if you're not going to my thing, think about all that fun that you're gonna have at the summit. You can do all these things at the summit, and there's still that again, that beautiful, fabric store that Lauren mentioned a lot on a lot of her lives, as well as there's tons of restaurants, and then you're around all these people that you guys can just go out and eat and have fun. It's do it. Just run and have fun because it's just so it's just fun being around other people that like to sew and let alone sew bags. Very small population of us, and it's cool when we all come together. And then again, when you're in Lauren's store, you're gonna just totally freak out. It's to see all the it's different to see swatches on a screen versus seeing them in person, and then you're just like, I want all of this, and it's really cool. Yeah, so, like, it is the bomb, like, seriously, like, I got to see my problem is I'm addicted to her tags, especially the nerdy ones, so when I got to see all of them in person, it was just like brain overload because that's those are the ones I put inside bags, and people really love them, like, they just really love them, and, whenever people take pictures, if they get them on Etsy or they get it do it on Square, they make a like, a comment or they make a, anything when they show friends, the first thing they show is they always do the outside of the bag, but they'll like separate it back. They'll be like, look at this tag. So I have a tendency of buying tags that are super nerdy because people love them. So you guys are gonna have fun whether you do the summit or you're going to my class or whatever you do or all of them. You're gonna have a blast. So yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that's happening in what is it? Hold on. 2 hours and 17 minutes. And for the people that want to see the preview class, go to Sew Whatever Studios, hit the preview, and then you'll see all the preview classes. That's just me. Don't look at that. So you can see all the preview classes, and there's 2 pages. I was looking at it too. I was like, oh, this is super cool. You can see like Jess from So Many Creations, Beth, Kathy, like Roberta. There's so many amazing teachers on here. And I'm just like, this is really cool. There's a lot of things that you see for domestic machines. There's a lot of demos. There's tent activities. So like you can really have fun just like planning out everything. So if you're like me and you have to have things written down on paper, you have 2 hours to get your little brain map on and figure out with your other friends, like, okay, do you guys want to do this? Do you want to do this? So that way you can just figure out, what you want to do. And then look at just different restaurants, like pull up the hotel and like look up different restaurants around there. There's so many different restaurants. So I think, yeah, that's it. There's a lot of cool classes. I'm looking at all this stuff. It looks like it's going to be a blast. I really wish I didn't have a major con. It's so hard. Like with me, because my kids are in school still, and I work around my husband's schedule, and then I work around my convention schedules. Like after a major convention, I am so I'm like kind of dead to the world for like 7 days. It's you go from like not really talking to anybody in your room or just doing captain's log to talking nonstop for 72 hours. It's a lot. it's it's a lot to take in. So no, I didn't say no, Christine, I'm not going to the summit. I said I wish I was going to the summit. So, but yeah, yeah. So I just wanted to give you that information. So everything from my class is on the So Whatever Studios, and that goes on sale today, and everything for the summit goes on sale today. So I hope everyone gets what they want, and may the odds be in your favor. So I will talk to you guys more tomorrow. I'm gonna rest up today because my eyeballs feel like they're gonna pop out of my head. So when and where is my con? Awesome Con is in DC, and I think it's like the second weekend or something, or either the first or second weekend of April. So I generally don't do anything around that because it's Awesome Con. And then May I have my So Whatever Studio, and then June and July I have 2 different conventions as well. And then in August I have Wizardry Getaway, which I'm really excited about that too. And the Wizardry tickets go on sale on Friday, Valentine's Day. That's a nice treat to treat yourself with. So and then September I have the Sac and Sew in Sacramento. So that sounds like a rhyme. Yeah. So they're like every month I have something. And when I double down on a month, that is the month that I always get sick. Like I don't know. My immune system is not, you would think it'll be like build up because of the kids bringing me all the germs, but no, no, no. No. I Lysol bomb everything at these studios at the cons too, but it's not enough. And I have like these really cute things. They're like teddy bears, and you open the teddy bear's mouth, and it's not like they're not hand sanitizers. So it's like these little thin pieces of paper. You know how like you can get like the ones for your tongue to freshen up your breath. There are pieces of paper that go on your hand, and you can pour like a little bit of your water bottle on it, and it suds up, and you can wash your hands, and you just can rinse your hands off. So instead of using hand sanitizer, because like man, that they strip not only the bad bacteria but the good bacteria, and you need the good bacteria. So unless you're a doctor going in for surgery, I mean, like, or touching people's faces or something. But so yeah, I have those, but man, and my daughter likes to play with them to do silly stuff. So Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up? So, yep, that's all I have for you today. So, I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and hopefully, this little bit of tickle in my throat will go away and the postnasal drip will be gone. Good morning. So, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.